In 9 days, the sporting world will gather in Paris for this year's Olympic Games, but there are concerns that the city's Seine River won't be clean enough for athletes to compete in. The mayor, Anne Hidalgo, has swam in the waterway to prove it is clean. The river is due to play a key part in the opening ceremony and during the Games, but only if it's safe enough. Triathlon and marathon swimming competitions are scheduled to take place in the Seine.
It's amazing, you know, it was a dream for us. We work a lot and very hard for that. And it is not just for be here today and swim together. It's a very lucky and happy day. It's also for the planet, you know, and for the river and for the ocean. We did it because we are very connected with the challenge, the climate change, and how we have to do. We are a big city, and we have to work for the planet and for the next generation.
Well, let's bring in our France correspondent, Natacha Butler. She's joining us live from Paris, and Hidalgo was supposed to swim last month. She didn't because of what tests found. I'll leave it to you to choose to elaborate on that, Natacha. But there's been some good news in recent tests.
Yes, look, Anne Hidalgo, the mayor of Paris, has been promising to swim in the Seine before the Olympic Games for many months now, and she has finally kept that promise by plunging into its waters. We understand it was about 19 degrees. It's a beautiful sunny day here. She swam about 100 metres, putting her head underwater, and she came out looking delighted, saying that this is obviously a big day for Paris. Also swimming was 3 times gold Olympic medal winner canoeist Tony Stanguet, who's also the president of the 2024 Games, so the organising committee here in Paris of the Games. And look, the Seine is a key part of these Paris Games that start in less than 2 weeks. You're going to have the opening ceremony on the Seine. It's the first time that an opening ceremony is being held outside of a stadium in Olympics history. And also a number of events, including the swimming marathon, the leg of the triathlon, and a number of events during the Paralympics too. So it was absolutely essential that the Seine was going to be ready.
And they've spent more than $1 billion to try and get it ready. Just how big a job has it been, Natacha?
It's been a massive job. It has taken more than a decade to clean up the Seine. As you said, $1.5 billion in cost. The sewage treatment facilities have had to be improved. New water treatment facilities have been built and installed. And scientists and researchers on a near daily basis have been looking at E. coli levels in the river. Those are the levels that can tell whether or not there's any dangerous fecal matter in the river. It was essential that this river was going to be clean and ready for the Olympics. But, of course, you can't predict what the weather will be, and there are backup plans. If we have heavy rains just before some of those swimming events, there are backup plans. What the organisers are saying is that they could delay some of those swimming events by a few days until those water pollution levels might stabilise, or if there's just simply too much pollution on a given day, they can actually move the event to outside of Paris. But, of course, the organisers, the Paris mayor, and look, Olympics fans are really hoping that the Seine is used by athletes and athletes are swimming in it.
Natacha, thank you very much for that. Natacha Butler, live in Paris.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.